Okay, so today the reason I'm doing a post recording is because the audio did not record. However, we're doing the Jordan Nothing Gilbert sensitivity experiment. Essentially, what it is you take your original sensitivity, use that as a control, you half it, you double it, and then you go back to your original and see if there's any difference. So my default one is 2.07. You'll see by the end of this, I'm actually going to switch my sensitivity because I feel more comfortable with a different sense. So we're going to start with the default and we'll go from there. So you can see here, I'm used to the sensitivity. I sometimes flicking too far to the left, to the right. Um, like there, you can see I'm going left, right with the head. Takes me a couple shots to realign. But as we get done with this one, you'll see what my time ends up being. Now, it's not only about the time, because the spawns could be different, but how easy it was for me to get the kills and how accurate it was. So you see 46.1 for the first time. So to round out with the default sensitivity 2.07, or the one I'm used to, my the one I usually use. We're going to get a time of 46.6, which is going to come to an average of 46.35. So now we're going to take it down to a slower sensitivity and see if there's any difference. So now we're going to half the sensitivity I usually use. So if I'm at 2.07, you half that, you're going to get 1.035. And then we're going to run it in and see if there's a big difference, how it feels. I'm going to let you know right now, it feels very, very slow, very, very slow. But maybe that's what you need to, be more accurate, be better with your crosshair placement, and so on. So you can see with this run here, with the slower sense, I really have to lift my mouse off the mouse pad. I have to lift it up off the mouse pad because it's just such a slow sense. So I'm really focusing on where my crosshair is before I even peek the angle, so that I have to do minimal movement with my mouse. And we're actually going to end the time. It is going to be slower. I'm going to end it with a 50.5, but it felt more in control of my crosshair. I felt like I was more able to make an adjustment if needed. Now you're actually going to see here, that the time is the lowest that we get. And not only is it the lowest, it felt the most in control. So I'm at 44.2. I'm going to take an average of 50.2 plus 44.2, divide that by 2, 47.2, which is a slower average than a faster average than the first sensitivity I used. Now we're going to go to the fast sensitivity. Now we're going to do the same thing we did for the slow one. We're just going to double it instead. So our default was 2.07. We're going to double it to 4. And it's very fast. I couldn't keep control of it. And you're going to see how hard it is for me to even try to hit somebody. Now with the high sensitivity, you're going to see how hard it is for me to actually stay in control of my mouse. You can see me flick all over the place. And it's not very comfortable at all. You know, look at that. I'm trying to make as small adjustments as possible, but it's very easy for me to over flick. And you can see, like, when I'm trying to turn, I lose control of the mouse just because sensitivity is so fast. We're actually going to end this time, I believe, let's see, at a 48.6 for that fast sensitivity. It was slowest and it felt the least in control and accurate. The second time with the fast sensitivity, we're going to get 49.6. So you can see it's much slower than the other ones, and it's the least accurate for me. So that means I have to go down in my sensitivity, not up. What's going to be very interesting here is I'm going to go back to my default sensitivity. So this is going to be my after effect. Did I get worse? Did I get better with this sense? Did I readjust my aim? That's what this experiment's really about. Two things: finding a new sensitivity and seeing what effect I had on my original. So 2.07, back to my default, run it back, same settings and everything, and you're gonna see I do get the fastest time here, but it feels so much faster than I'm used to just because I played on the slower sense. It doesn't feel slower because I was playing on higher sense. It feels fast because I was playing on the slow sense. So the final time I will get is going to be a 40.6. So for the final result, I'm going to go back down to 1.03, a slow sense, and I'm going to get the fastest time here. This is going to be the final run I do. It's clear to me I'm more comfortable with the slower sense than a faster one. So at the end of this, I will get a 40.1 second run. And it felt in control. The 1 temps felt clean. So, yeah, turns out I'm a bit of a slower sense player. I lowered my sense by a good full 1 level because it was at 2.07, and I'm gonna try 1.03, maybe push it up to about 1.2, 1.3. So, that's this experiment done. I feel like it worked, helping me find my new sensitivity, what I felt comfortable with, and what I feel like I should do to keep improving and moving forward. Peace.